So I'm going to invite everyone to find a comfortable position that you will be able to hold without thinking about it for 20 minutes. If you would like to put on something that'll add a little weight on your shoulders, a scarf, something like a talit, a sweater, I invite you to do so. You don't have to though, really up to you. Might just provide a little extra level of comfort to have a blanket on. And we'll start as we always do, once you've gotten into a comfortable position, by just checking in with breath. Breathing in and out. Feel free to close your eyes and see what your body's feeling today as you check in with your breath. Does the breath come easily, or do you feel any kind of congestion? Feel like your breath is moving quickly or slowly? There's no judgment, just a check-in. Just allow your breath come in and out naturally. Focus on the feeling it brings as it does so. As your chest raises and falls. You breathe in through your nose, you can feel your nostrils expanding and the cool air coming in. You breathe out through your mouth. Open your mouth just a little bit. Let the air escape, warmed by your body. Our tradition tells us in the Psalms, Kol haneshama hallelujah, every breath can be seen as praise of the Divine One, God. Every breath connects us to the world, connects us to the chain of life that came before us. Every breath we take without thinking about it, and we let our automatic breathing kick in, is a surrender to the reality around us, allowing nature, God, our bodies to take over, trusting that our breath will continue without us needing to pay attention to it. And every breath we take consciously, so too praises God, because it is a conscious decision to continue participating in the reality, in the universe, in the world that our tradition tells us was created by God. Every breath is praise. Every breath is confirmation of our connection to the divine. Baruch Shema v'haya olam, Baruch Hu, Baruch Oseh v'reshit, Baruch Omer v'oseh, Baruch Gozer Mekayem, Baruch Merachem al haaretz, Baruch Merachem al habriot, Baruch Mishalem Sachar Tov L'Reah, Baruch Chai Leah, v'kayam lanetzach, Baruch Bodeh Umatzil, Baruch Shemo. Yishvachot v'yizimro negadelcha, v'nishabbechecha nefarecha v'nazkir shimcha, v'namlichecha malkeinu Eloheinu, Yachid Chei Haolamim, Melech Mishubach Mefarad Ad Shemo Hagadol, Baruch Atah Adonai Melech Mehulahu V'tishbachot. Blessed is the one who spoke and the world came to be. Blessed is the one who continually authors creation, whose word is deed, who decrees and fulfills. Blessed is the one who is compassionate towards the world, compassionate towards all creatures. Blessed is the one who rewards the reverent, the one who exists for all times, ever enduring. Blessed is the one who redeems and saves. Blessed is God's name. With songs of praise, we extol and proclaim God's sovereignty. You are the source of life in the universe. One God, life of the universe, praised and glorious ruler. Your name is eternal. Blessed are you, Adonai, sovereign, who is glorified through praise. Each note, each syllable I intoned, I made use of breath, consciously using my breath, my lungs, my vocal cords to recite ancient words of our people, ancient words that guide our minds towards thinking of God, what God's role is in the world and in our lives, how we conceive of the divine unity of all things, which guides our experience in this life and perhaps the next. And each breath connects us to this divine experience, reminds us that our body is holding us here, our body too shaped by God according to our tradition, a reflection of the divine will, of the divine image. So continue focusing on your breath. I invite you to breathe in through your nose, now through your mouth. Being mindful of each breath, trying to fill the lungs completely with the in-breath and empty the lungs completely with the out-breath, pushing just beyond comfort with the out-breath, feeling your lungs completely tightening up as they are emptied like a balloon. And then slowly refilling them, allowing yourself to feel that sense of pleasure as your empty lungs are filled with oxygenated air. Connecting in with the process of your body, with each pathway that allows the air to travel in through your nose, up through your sinuses, down through your throat into your lungs, filling your lungs extracting necessary gases from the air around you, entering them into your bloodstream. And you exhale carbon dioxide back up through your throat, out through your mouth. Cycle of providing your body with necessities to continue living and moving forward, continue thinking and acting, continue being a part of the world around you. Your body holds you, shapes you in this life, provides you a container and conceiving of our bodies as containers. We conceive them as divine containers. We did not choose them. They were gifted to us by our parents and by the overarching divine reality we exist within, that all humanity, all earth, all the universe exists within. They are divine gifts giving us this particular experience of reality channeled through the five senses, channeled through the length of time in which our bodies can exist and thrive, the natural rhythms in which our bodies must sleep, all determine the experiences we have of this world, both through our bodies' miraculous capacities and their limitations. Our bodies, according to Talmudic tradition, rabbinic tradition, take up 5 amot of space, 5 hands breadths of space in any direction. And those 5 amot are where our tradition tells us the divine presence rests now for each of us. Our bodies, temples. Ashrei yoshvei veitecha od yahalelucha selah. Ashreham shekacha lo. Ashreham shadonai Elohim. Happy are those who dwell in God's house. They forever praise you. Happy are those who have it so, the people whose God is Adonai. Yishtabach Shimcha Le'ad Malkeinu Ha'el HaMelech HaGadol VaHaKadosh BaShamayim Va'aretz Yochana Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Imoteinu Shir Ushvachal Zimra Ozu Mimshala Netzach Gedula V'Gvura Tila V'Tiferet Kedusha U'Malchut Brachot V'Hodaot Metav Olam. Shall always be praised, great and holy God, sovereign of heaven and earth. Songs of praise, breaths of adoration become you, acknowledging your might and your dominion. Yours are strength and sovereignty, sanctity, grandeur, and glory. We offer our devotion, our open hearts, and acclamation. And continuing, focusing on your breath, feeling each breath fill your lungs and then empty from your lungs. Feeling each breath as a connection point to the divine, to the world around you, to each other. I invite you to see each breath as a blessing. Each breath an opportunity for new beginnings, for new thoughts, for new perspectives on the world. Each breath providing you a connection in to yourself, to each other. Each breath a new beginning, a new way in which you are connecting to the endless cycle of breath. Those who came before you and led to your existence, those who will come after you, carrying on the endless chain of in-breath, out-breath, the action that connects every human being, every animal, even every plant to this reality. A slow, endless chain. Yitkara v'yikra shemei Rabba. V'yama divrachirute v'yamlich malchute. Aychon v'yom echon v'chayed echol Beit Yisrael. V'galav v'zman karim. V'yimaru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mivorach. V'lam ulamei amaya. Yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishvach v'yitbar v'yitman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha ha'brichu. V'lam kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran ve'ahoma. V'yimaru amen. Exalted and hallowed be God's great name in the world which God created according to plan. May God's majesty be revealed in the days of our lifetime and the life of all Israel, speedily, imminently, which we say, Amen. Blessed be God's great name to all eternity. Blessed, praised, honored, exalted, extolled, glorified, adored, and lauded be the name of the Holy Blessed One. And all earthly words and songs of blessing, praise, and comfort, which we say, Amen. Being focused on the praise of the divine, the unknowable force behind all creation, the being which we connect to through tradition, through the world, through experience, being that we center in our texts, in our holidays, and one which we freely admit and always have freely admitted we cannot fully know or understand. The being behind all aspects of reality that we encounter, and who we also know behind the aspects of reality that we can only barely see, only barely touch, only barely sense. Each breath is praise to this being, and in its all-knowing, all-compassionate source, we can speak to this being on our own terms, in our own ways. And our tradition provides us the opportunity to do so. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agid tehillateh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot Mevi Gula Livnei V'neihem L'man Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, the God of our ancestors, great God, who's given us ways to connect through awe, through compassion, through preserving our ancestors, through creating all things and sustaining all things. One who remembers the good deeds of our ancestors and brings unto us today redemption for their sake, because your name is love. Blessed are you, our helper and our shield. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל הרב הושיע, מוריד הטוב, מכלכל חיים בחסד, חיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים הטוב, בשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, למען אתה לך חיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. You are forever powerful, Adonai. You give life to all. You bring us dew in the summer. You sustain life through love, giving life to all through great compassion, supporting the fallen and healing the sick, freeing the captive and keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of all might? Who resembles you, sovereign one who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up and faithfully giving life to all. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Ta kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai el kadosh. You are holy. Your name is holy, separating you from us, giving us our own space to exist while still honoring your holy presence, providing a separation between all things so that all things may have their own existence. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. So we connect in through a personal attachment to God, through our ancestors, through our very existence, through our conception of the holy. I invite you to return to your breath once again, focusing on in-breath through the nose, out-breath through the mouth, feeling each breath energizing you and bringing you connection to the divine, to those who came before and who will come after you. And as you do so, I invite you to allow any thought that arises to remain in your mind, to view it as its own kind of prayer. Even if it's something as simple as a grocery list, it can be a prayer for the future. You will be able to go and successfully retrieve that which you need. And blessing of gratitude, a prayer of gratitude for having that which you need at hand. Just as an example, any prayers that arise from within, any thoughts are prayers, any prayers are valid. We continue focusing on our breath and allowing those prayers to rise. Ose shalom bimroma, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Yase shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Imeru amen. I invite you to take one more deep breath. Start moving your body a little bit, rotating your shoulders, moving your arms, your neck, feeling your way back into presence, back into your space. Toraim Tovim, good afternoon. Hope this has recharged you for the rest of your day.